Hey everyone, welcome to another video on my channel, and today I figured we are gonna do something just a little bit different. We're going to take a look at magic. So I have these two magic show kits right here that I picked up, and I figured that I could show you some of the tricks inside and hopefully they will work. And then I could show you how they are done. So like with the other toys that I do on this channel, let's unbox this and see what's inside. So I always like to take things out of the boxes and show you exactly what's inside. However, for these magic tricks, I just want to show you the inside because we're just going to be using some of them, not all of them. So here we have our instructions. We have our stage. So we're going to put this together in a second. Oh, and here's our tricks. So I'm definitely going to go through some of these and show you how to do it. So once we use a few tricks from this box, then we're going to take a look at the other one, and hopefully along the way you will enjoy this video as much as probably I will. So let's get started. So first let's put our stage together. So let's flip it on the other side, fold it here, bend it here, and then put one inside of the other. And we have our stage on which we can do some magic. So here's our stage, but for this first trick, let me move it to the side, because some of these are going to be much easier to show you with this big flat table right here. So for our first magic trick, we have these three cups right here. We have a red one, a yellow one, and a blue one. And as you see, there is nothing inside. They are empty. And from the top, there is no hole. It's solid. So let's set up this first trick of ours. So let's put a blue one here, yellow one, and a red one. So we have these three cups. And now we have these three little balls right here, which we're going to place in front of each cup. So there it is. This is our setup. 3 cups, 3 balls. So let's choose one of these balls, let's say maybe this one, place it on top of the middle cup, and what's going to happen is that this ball is going to come out from the bottom. Oh, so we're going to cover this up. Remember, there is nothing inside. It's solid from the top. So watch this ball right here. It's on top of this cup. Let's cover it up. Let's twirl it around a little bit, and boom. There it is. It came out, right? And remember, it was on top of the cup. So that's a pretty neat little trick, right? So let's try this again. So we have 3 cups. Now let's place a ball again on the middle one, this time on the blue one. And again, let's cover this up. See, there is nothing inside from the top, from the bottom. So let's cover this ball up, and 2 balls are going to be at the bottom. Let's move it around. And this time I'm going to uncover it slowly to show you that there are 2 of them. Pretty cool. Whoop. So let's do this one last final time. So we're back to our yellow one in the middle, and this is the final ball. Let's place it here. And now, that's right, you guessed it, 3 balls are going to come out at the bottom. Boom. And there we have it, our first trick with the 3 cups. So the way you guys should do this trick is actually something that you can do with any 3 cups and any small balls that you have. So we have our cups right here. However, I actually have 4 balls, not 3 of them, but 4. So you see, this could work really with any small squishy little ball that you have. In the beginning of this trick, when I was showing you the cups, I actually had one of these balls right here between my fingers. So, well, let me show you. I had it like this, so you guys couldn't really see it. I mean, now you see it, But when I began this trick, I was very careful to move my hand and for you not to see this ball. So you just have to sort of cover it up with your fingers as best as you can. And then when you're putting the cups on the table, the first one, and then the second one, you quickly put that ball inside so that it's right there. So you're basically are starting out with a ball in the middle. And remember, I raised these two to show you that they're empty inside and solid on top. But all this time, I actually had a ball right here already. And then we had these 3 balls right here. So I picked one up, put it on top. And you see, when I raised it, there was already a ball inside. And now, as you continue, you have to tilt these just a little bit. You place a cup here. Remember, there's a ball right there. And you quickly place it on top of the other one. And you repeat the process. And 2 balls come out. So you see, it's all about really being a little bit sort of crafty and just making sure that nobody sees that first ball was already in there. And then every single time that you do this over and over again, just you have to make sure that the balls are not showing, that you're covering up, like one right here. So with some practice, this is actually a pretty fun little trick to show somebody. And again, all you really need is 3 little cups and 4 little squishy balls that you might find around the house or in your toys. So that's trick number 1. Let me show you another one. So for our second trick, we're just gonna need these 2 items right here. So we have this sort of small little vase, this bottle, and a small thick piece of rope. And it's actual rope. So what we're going to do is place this rope inside and there's nothing holding it, right? So if I turn it upside down, it's always going to fall out because it's just a piece of rope and it's always going to fall. However, if we perform our trick and we say some magic words, the string is not going to fall out of this. So let me show you how this is going to be done. We can use even this magic wand that we have. We can twirl it around the vase or say something with it or just move it around and you will see that the string is not going to actually fall out. So let me show you. Let's turn it around. Voila. Right, look, I'm pulling on it. And I'm pulling pretty hard and nothing is happening. The string is not coming out. Even if I shake it pretty violently, it's still there. Come on. Nope, it stays. And now let's say we twirl this magic wand one more time and we just pulled it out easily. That's a pretty cool trick. So let me show you a secret to this right here as well. So when we are starting out our trick, there is nothing inside. This is actually empty. It's just a small piece of bottle. However, later on, what I'm actually going to do is once again, I'm holding a small little rubber ball in my hand. And without anybody noticing it, you have to put it into the bottle and then put the string in. And when you turn it upside down, you have to pull on the string just a little bit and it's always going to stay in place. And the reason for that is that ball is made out of rubber. And so it's right here and it's holding the string to the side of this bottle. And so you can actually pull on it pretty hard and it's not coming out because that ball inside is holding the string in place against the wall, against the side of the bottle. But if you pull it really hard, it's going to come out, but the ball as well. So you have to be careful. You always have to make sure that when you pull it out, it's this way so that that ball stays inside and nobody knows about it. So it's all about this small little rubber ball, which is pretty cool, right? When you really think about it, you have the string, you put it in, and it's always going to fall out no matter what you do, no matter how you put it in. But then secretly, you put this ball inside, then you put the string, you pull on it just a little bit, and it's always going to stay in. That's fun. But again, you have this magic wand, so you can actually sort of twirl this around and make people believe that this actually has some sort of special powers. Let's try another one. So for our third trick, we have these two small little rabbits right here. So they look kind of cute. But you see, we have these rabbits. Here they are, separated from one another. But if we join them together, they're gonna have a family. We're gonna have 4 smaller rabbits. So let's put them together. Boom, 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 boom. Let's twist it, twirl it, and there we have it. We have the 2 bigger rabbits and the 4 smaller rabbits. We have a whole family. Cute. So, again, a very simple trick that works in the exact same way as the first 2, where basically you have these 4 small little squishy rabbits. Again, you have to hide them between your fingers, somewhere in your hands. And then you have the bigger rabbits. You put them together, you combine all of them, and there it is. So this is something that you can actually make at home. If you, for example, have a sponge, these can really be made out of sponge or something that you could find in your bathroom, where you cut out these small little rabbits, or it could be different shapes, but very small. And then again, you place them in your hands, and it's all about making sure that nobody sees them in your hands before you actually start this magic trick. So then you just combine everything together, and you have them. So before we move on to other tricks, I want to show you one more thing that was included in the box. This cute little animal right here. What? It's so small and squishy and soft, but this is attached to this thin little string that probably it's very difficult to see on camera. Maybe you don't even see it, but that's the whole point. So let me make a close-up of this, but it's still very difficult to see. I don't know if you do see it on camera, but it is attached to this almost invisible line, and that's the point. We could make it move. So you can play a prank on somebody, or you can practice a little bit. Put this creature on your hand or your fingers, and from a distance, by pulling on the string, it's gonna be crawling on your hand, and it might actually scare some people, or definitely is gonna attract a lot of attention. But again, like with everything, this requires just a little bit of practice to make sure that with your other hand, from a distance, you know how to move this and it's not very visible. But this is also kind of fun. Again, you could really sort of make believe that you are moving it between your fingers simply by pulling this almost invisible, very thin line from a distance with your other hand, so that people don't even realize that you're doing this with the other hand. All right, let me show you something really cool. So we have this other box of magic show as well, a magic kit. And this one actually has some really fun little things inside, which I want to show you. So we're going to be using that. And we have some tricks right here as well, some of which I'm going to show you. Now, I cannot show you all of these tricks because for some tricks, it requires 2 people and not 1. And the other tricks, like for example with cards, again, it really requires 2 people. Otherwise, you would think that I'm doing something with the cards and it's just not gonna be the same. But there are a few things that I could show you. Few things that are really fun in this is this box right here, this small little box. Because if you pull it out, it seems like there is a slot for a coin, but there's nothing here. However, we push it in, we turn it around, still nothing. Huh. Wait a minute. What's going on? What? That's right. We forgot to say the magic words. What are the magic words? Abracadabra. All right, let's see if it's gonna work this time. Oh, and it does. So now I know what those magic words are. It's abracadabra. That's what I was missing. Huh. One more time. Everyone, abracadabra. That's pretty fun. And there it is. So what this is, it's actually sort of an interesting design because if you insert it this way, you actually have a coin. So you see, once we insert it this way, we're always going to have a coin. However, there's a secret compartment over here. If you turn this around the other way, you hit the button and the coin is gonna hide. Because this inside does move a little bit, and so it just depends on which side you put it in. If you put it in this side, you're gonna see the coin. If you put it in this side, it's gone. So this is actually something really fun that you can use on your friends or family. And it does seem like it's magic. There's one more trick that they have, which works in a very similar way, and it's this box right here. So if we open this box up, there is nothing here. So let's put something inside. I have these crayons right here. They are small enough to fit, so let's place them inside. As you see, they are there. Let's close it, open it. They are there. What was that magic word? Abracadabra? Whoa. They're gone. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Now this works in a very similar way to this, but you have to admit, it impresses. A box like this is truly magical. You have to admit, you could have tons of fun with something small like this. Okay, so I have 4 more small little tricks I want to share with you. Like this one, for example. As you guys see, we have 2 pieces of paper. One is red, the other one is yellow. So which piece of paper would you say is bigger than the other? Which one is longer? Well, it definitely seems like the red one on top is longer. It's bigger than the yellow one, right? But if we move the yellow on top, you'll see that it's gonna change. So check this out. Let's slowly move the yellow one. Boom. So now which one do you think is longer? But this is really just a optical illusion, what's called, because actually both pieces, red and yellow, they are the same. So you see, they are the same. Red and yellow, same size. This side is longer than this side. So basically, if we create these curved shapes, one of them is going to be shorter, one of them is going to be longer. And if you put a next piece of paper next to it, you have this optical illusion that one is smaller than the other and one is larger. But in reality, both of them are the exact same length. So this is something you can try at home as well by even creating your own 2 pieces of this curved paper. You can see if you can trick somebody with this. Here's another trick. So here we have this big card, Queen of Spades, and I cut it into 3 different pieces. So now we just need to put it together. So it's sort of like a puzzle, right? Let's see. This one is gonna go here. And this one's gonna go here. Voila, simple enough, right? Now we have our one big card. So I want you guys to do the same thing, but trying to put it together from the back. Just like I did from the front. This one is a little bit more difficult because you see, no matter how you're going to try, you're always going to end up with a piece missing, right? And if you try to put it together any other way, it's just not gonna make sense. Okay, so something like this. Nope. It's not gonna work. So what happened? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot. There is one more small piece that I forgot to give to you guys. So now with this small piece, we can actually put it together. So this one goes here. This one goes here. And this is our missing piece. Oh, there it is. And we put the card together. But you see, this one is a fun little trick because in order to put the back together, you need 4 pieces. In order to put the front together, you only need 3. Right? And here was the front. Because you see, the front and the back are different from one another. So here with the 4 pieces, you wouldn't be able to do this. So you need to take out this piece right here. And with the 3, you can do it. So, fun little trick. But in order for this trick to work, the front needs to be different than the back. Right? So let me show you guys. So you see, here's our 3 pieces. Like so. But if we turn this around, it's going to look like this. You see, you just can't put it together because this is how the back looks like while the front is the same. So in order to put the back together, you actually need this extra piece right here to put it together. But if you do that, then the front is also not gonna match. So here we put it together, but if we turn this around, let me show you. Ugh. This is how it looks in the front. So you see, the front and the back, they do not match, but it's a fun little trick with this one extra piece right here. This trick works in a very similar way like our previous one. So we have 3 pieces right here, and we put them together. There it is. Oh, it's a little difficult to do this, but here's our picture. Here's our image. So how many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 people. So let's flip this on the other side. And then when we flip it again, you will see that we only have 5 and not 6. So let me show you how this is done. Let's flip this around. There it is. We put it together, and now let's flip it back. And you will see that there's actually just 5 people. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. The first time we had 6. Haha. But you see, it's all about these top pieces right here. You see, if you flip them around, you actually have 6 people. But if you flip it this way, there is 5. So let me show you one last final trick. Here we have 5 cards. All right, we have 7, 3, a queen, 9, and 8. So I'm holding 5 cards in my hand. Now, I'm gonna flip this over to the other side. And I would like you to put a paper clip or point to where you think the queen is. But I'm showing you clearly where the queen is. 1, 2, 3. So the queen is right there in the middle, the 3rd card. From this side and from this side. 1, 2, 3. So the queen is the 3rd card, no matter which side you count from. So let's put these cards this way. And now let's mark with a paper clip where we think the queen is. So remember, the queen was the 3rd card. 1, 2, 3. This is where the queen should be, right? right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right there in the middle. So we have marked the queen, right? Ah, wrong. We have missed it. The trick to this is, well, there's actually no 5 cards. It's one piece of paper. And the front doesn't match the back. So you think the queen is right over here, so on the other side, it's actually right here. So just another way to trick somebody. So I hope you enjoyed this video with just these few little tricks that I have right here. I figured we can do something a little bit different than my other videos this time around, so I hope you enjoyed it. And again, don't forget to come back next week and subscribe because I have really fun toys coming up. So I cannot wait to share them with you. So like always, I wish all of you a healthy and good few days. And until next time, bye-bye everyone.